And a pleasant good evening, everybody. We welcome you from the Dave Duval Pavilion here at Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon. This is NWAC College Basketball on Sound Sports Net. On the dual stream tonight on YouTube as we get ready for the playing of the national anthem. Lovely rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. We'll get you primed and ready for tonight's contest. And NWAC Northern Division action. We'll give you the rundown of the current standings tonight. Skagit Valley College welcomes the Peninsula College Pirates out of Port Angeles. Peninsula coming in with a record of 4 wins, 2 losses in NWAC North play, 14-4 overall. Skagit Valley undefeated, 6-0 in conference, 21-0. The number 1 team in the Adidas NWAC College Poll. For the Peninsula College Pirates, under head coach Donald Roman, assistants Matthew Mayberg and Brian Shirley. Here's how Peninsula will start tonight. A 6'5" freshman guard out of Lodi, California, Jalen Green, a 6-foot sophomore out of Clover Park High School in Lakewood, Tacoma. Davian Harris Williams. Nate Despain, 5'10" freshman guard out of Sequim in Clallam County, out of the Olympic League. Malik Moore, 6'6" sophomore, Word of Life Christian High School in Las Vegas. And Keandre Hunter Holiday, 6'4" freshman forward from Battleground. So you're starting 5 for the Peninsula College Pirates. Reed, Harris Williams, Despain, Moore, and Hunter Holiday. For the Skagit Valley College Cardinals under head coach Carl Howe, assisted by Jamal Williams. Here's how the SVC Cardinals will start tonight. Willie Thomas, 6'6" sophomore, point guard out of Lincoln, Tacoma. Anthony Iglesia, 5'7" freshman, point guard out of McQuaid Jesuit High School, Rochester, New York. Daniel Santana, 6'2" freshman out of Wilson High School, Tacoma at guard. Also at guard, Kate Isaacson, 6'5" sophomore from Cedro-Woolley. And Mark Lon Williams, a 5'10" sophomore out of Franklin High School in Seattle. And Skagit Valley will control the tip and get things started. Daniel Santana rolls one over the basket. Peninsula in their road black with gold trim. Willie Thomas, and quickly a foul. Holding foul called on Davian Harris Williams, first personal and the first team foul. Skagit Valley in their home whites with red numerals, dark trim. With the SVC on either hip in white letters, outlined in blue trim on the red background. And for the Peninsula College Pirates, road blacks, white numbers, gold trim. So there was a flagrant foul called on Davian Harris-Williams, his first personal. And Willie Thomas will go to the free throw line. And the free throw hits the back of the ring and off left. .1942 remaining here in the first half, just getting started here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. And the second free throw's up and in. Skagit will have possession. Will bring it inbounds below us on the south sideline. Marcus Williams free throw extended. 16-footer on the way. Got it to go. Marquand Williams. Skagit Valley with an early 3-0 lead. Nate Despain. On the right-handed dribble, rolls off the pick delivered by Reed. Dumped off to Reed on the near wing, shot off from 3, off high and right. Marquand Williams on the recovery, he'll get the rebound over the SVC logo, drives the left side of the lane, hangs back. Long cross-court pass, Santana. Santana will drive the baseline, face a double team, outlet kick. Long shot, 3 on the way by Iglesia, rims on the far side left. Went a little long. Rebound for Jalen Reed. Long feed, forecourt, in down low. High off the glass over the 10. Marquand Williams set between the rings. Rolls off the Willie Thomas pick. Dribble behind the back, between the legs. There's a long 3 on the way. All drained. All day. Marquand quickly with 5. And Skagit Valley with an early 6-0 lead. 18:32 remaining here in the opening half. Nate Despain dumping it off back to Harris-Williams. Ball stolen away by Marquand Williams. Second turnover on Peninsula. On the left-handed dribble, free throw line extended. Dumps it off back to Iglesia. Nice and through. Kick it out back inside the free throw line. 15-footer by Willie Thomas. Missed. Long shot outside 3 by Iglesia. Rings in and out. Rebound by Jalen Reed. Quickly the push forecourt for Harris-Williams. Out left wing. Fires from 16 feet. Bounced inside and goes back out. Marquand Williams, slowing the dribble, switches it off, right to left between the wickets. Thinks about driving to the baseline, does not. Iglesia off the Thomas pick. Bounce pass up to the corner. Marquand Williams feeling it from 3. Taps it in twice, short and long. Here's Peninsula. Takes it to the front end, and Skagit Valley knocked it out of bounds, so it will be Peninsula Pirate basketball. Top of the arc for Hunter Holiday. High post right-hand side. 15-footer, shot him out. Offensive putback. Underneath the 10. Got underneath by Malik Moore. Here's Santana. Dump it out back to Iglesia. Drives the angle right-hand side. On the high post right. He'll knife inside, kick it out to the left corner. Wing for Marquand Williams, 50 on the shot clock. Need help, skip pass it to the free throw line. Turnaround jumper, 12-footer. Thomas hits front iron. Rebound from Malik Moore in Peninsula. Harris-Williams. Kick it out right corner for Jalen Reed from long range. In and out it goes on the rattle. Thomas on the rebound, reset the offense. There's Marquand Williams on the left-handed dribble. He'll switch off, go right. He's got an open layup off glass. And count the bucket. For Marquand Williams going strong against 2 defenders. Marquand with 7. Gets a little bit of help from his mates. And a blocking foul. Count the bucket. And that's on Keandre Hunter Holiday. First personal. And the second team foul. Marquand Williams to the free throw line for the shot for the three-point play. New players in the game for Peninsula. Everett Torres Calapea, 5'11" freshman guard out of Waimanalo, Hawaii. Along with Onura Gatluak out of Horizonte High School, Salt Lake City, Utah, 6'6" freshman forward. So Marquand Williams with 8 points. 9-0. Cardinals. 16:35 remaining here in the first. Nate Despain for Peninsula. Torres Calapea matched up with a man-to-man with Willie Thomas. Out to the left flat. Needs help. Gives it up. 15 on the shot clock. Ball stolen away by Iglesia. Third turnover. Willie Thomas. A.J. Chappelle new in the game for Skagit Valley out of Kent Ridge. Isaacson back up on top to A.J. Chappelle. What a rally. Head coach Carl Hall, hands folded and figure out what the heck is going on and lost the basketball. DeMarcus Hall-Scriven will come in on the next dead ball. A substitution for Skagit Valley. 15:55 here in the first half. Shot put up by Hunter Holiday. Up and underneath. First points for Peninsula College. Cardinals, 15:53 remaining. And a blocking foul called on Nate Despain. First personal on Despain.
That's number 5, Nate Despain. This is first and team's third.
Third team foul on the Pirates out of Port Angeles in Clallam County. Glacia to inbound right below us on the near sideline. Chappelle, high post right-hand side, back out to the perimeter, Willie Thomas. Free throw line, 15-footer, springs off the heel of the iron. Rebound by Andrew Thomas, new player in the game, 5'6" sophomore out of Mansfield High School in Dallas, Texas. Outlet right wing, Hunter Holiday in down low. Give and go, Gatlowak up and in on the layup. Onur Gatlowak. 9-4, Skagit's lead at 5. Up and underneath, Willie Thomas tries to drive, ends up short. Here's Andrew Thomas over the half-court stripe. Latluak, outright corner to the Spain. Step back, 17-footer, rings in and out. Rebound, Skagit Valley, Kate Isaacson. Johnny Chappelle, 5'9", sophomore guard. Isaacson, DeMarcus Hall-Scriven, baseline, 10-footer, good. DeMarcus Hall-Scriven, 6'3", freshman from Anchorage Christian High School, Anchorage, Alaska. 11-4, Cardinals. Torres Calapea puts one up on the angle. 11-6, Redbirds inside of 14 minutes, 13:45. Chappelle switches off right to left. Outlet kick, left wing, long three. Isaacson! Kate Isaacson hits some long range. Skagit Valley's lead now at 8. The count 14-6. Nate Despain, the drive. And an offensive foul. Offensive foul called on Nate Despain, second personal, and the fourth turnover on Peninsula. We have a timeout on the floor, the media timeout at 13:28 remaining here in the first half. So we will update the web interface. And we'll get you the rundown of games happening tonight around the NWAC. Their earliest availability. If you're joining us on audio, you can catch the video as well. Go to youtube.com and click Skagit Athletics. That's youtube.com and search Skagit Athletics. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell as we are doing the dual cast. Audio here on Sound Sports Net and the video with SVC Athletics. All 14 NWAC Northern Division regular season games. And for all of Skagit's road games, you can catch the action right here on the audio cast here on Sound Sports Net. We are so glad you are with us. Skagit Valley 14. Peninsula College 6. In down low, Daniel Sharp doing the game. High hook from 5 feet, up and missed. Return up and in on the offensive rebound to Marcus Hall-Scriven. Skagit. (16-6), 13 minutes remaining here in the first half. Long shot outside for 3 by Gursky, Marquise Gursky, 6'3" sophomore out of Rainier Beach, Seattle. Quickly, Skagit Valley, long shot, right corner, pocket. DeMarcus Hall-Scriven quickly with 7 points. Skagit's opened up a lead now to a baker's dozen at 13. 12:34 to go here in the first half. And a blocking foul called on the Cardinals. That will be on Anthony Iglesia, the 5'7" freshman from McQuaid Jesuit High School, Rochester, New York. First personal foul. First team foul of the ball game for SVC. Andrew Thomas to inbound. Right in front of Skagit's bench. Gursky. The arc cover on the man by Isaacson. In down low to Gatluek. Outlet corner 3. Total miss by Marcus Calapea. Shot pulled up underneath by Thomas. It goes off the mark and out of bounds. It will be Peninsula basketball. High floater to Gatluek. Ball stolen away. Tip turnover on Peninsula. Skagit Valley give and go from Williams to Sharp. As we have ourselves a conference call, it will be Skagit basketball. Our officials tonight, Tony Jeremilo, Brian Earlbach, and Mike Weisner. Marquand Williams to inbound, baseline left-hand side of the window in forecourt for SVC. Sharp. Back to Caleb Shelton. Caleb Shelton new in the game, 6'5", sophomore forward out of Burlington, Edison. Just 3 miles up the road here from the Mount Vernon campus. Give and go, high floater, bounces on the iron and off the mark right. Torres Calafea on the near sideline. Switch right, goes left, pass it to the corner. Torres Calafea wants a knife inside from the free throw line, does not happen. Outlet corner kick to Thomas, drives up, partially deflected, but a foul contact on Skagit Valley.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 34, Daniel Sharp.
Foul on Daniel Sharp, first personal and the second team foul on SVC. Fouled in the act of shooting, Andrew Thomas to the free throw line. First free throw on the way, off the back iron, off right. 11:32 remaining here in the first half of play. Substitutions coming in. Jalen Reed along with Malik Moore back in the Peninsula College lineup. Second free throw for the 6'5" sophomore guard out of Dallas, Texas, up and in. So that breaks the Skagit Valley 8-0 run. Shelton inbounds from backcourt. Pretty decent sized crowd for a Saturday night for a makeup game for a postponement from 2 weeks ago. Long shot out top 3, got it. Caleb Shelton. 22-7. Davian Harris Williams, 6-foot sophomore guard out of Clover Park in Lakewood, Tacoma, to bring it inbounds. And backcourt, quick touch up by Malik Moore. Back to Harris Williams on a left-handed dribble, matching up on the man defensively is Marquise Williams. Marquand Williams. Gursky, drive, foul, in the act. That'll be Skagit Valley's third team foul. Contact foul on the arm on the Cardinals' Caleb Shelton, first personal and the team's third. Marquise Gursky, first of 2 free throws, is up and in. Two-tap spin in the hand, shot is up and good. So Gursky on the tally for the Peninsula College Pirates out of Port Angeles. 22-9. Cardinals lead back at 13. Hall Scriven, Marquand Williams. Nice right side of the lane. Ball is loose, intercepted. Second and recover right back. Hall Scriven, outlet right corner. Williams 3. Long iron left. Rebound Malik Moore. Long pass forward court. Everett Torres. Calapea. And a loose ball foul underneath. I think that will be on Hall Scriven. And it is. DeMarcus Hall Scriven picks up his first personal foul. Fourth team. Willie Thomas, Cade Isaacson, and Anthony Iglesia. Back into the Cardinal lineup. Inbounds baseline left-hand side of the window to Harris from Harris Williams. Malik Moore, outlet left wing. Harris Williams fires 3. 10 and over the backboard. That will be change possession of Skagit Valley. Santana bounce pass, kick ball. 25 on the shot clock as the ball will be inbounds on the near sideline. Actually going to reset the shot clock to 30 seconds. Cade Isaacson to do the honors. Marquand Williams over the timeline. Cross court left, far side left. Santana back to Williams. Matching up on the defense. Harris Williams. Davian Harris Williams. Pass up top, up fake. Inside the paint, 10-footer. Willie Thomas the third. 24-9. Inside of 10 minutes, 9:45 remaining here in the first half. Davian Harris Williams will set up shop on the left wing, covered on the man-to-man defensive lead by Marquand Williams. Thinks about knifing back. This is a pass back to Gursky. Feed in, shot up and short, put back up and in. Offensive rebound and score for Gursky. 24-11. Cardinals up by 13. Iglesia down to the right corner. Pass between the circles to Marquand Williams. He'll set it in motion with 16 on the shot clock. Isaacson fires 3 off iron. Thomas with a rebound and a fresh 20-second shot clock. Out to the baseline, back kick out corner left. Out to the wing. Williams in the paint, outlet Santana, 14-footer, up and short. Rebound by Harris Williams for Peninsula. Gursky, knifes inside, throws a shot up, and they're going to call blocking foul on Skagit Valley. And we got a media timeout. Blocking foul on Cade Isaacson, his first. And the media timeout at 8:46 remaining here in the first half. Skagit Valley 24. Peninsula 11. So as we have a stoppage in play. Get you the rundown of games being played and what games have gone final on this Saturday afternoon and evening. NWAC North, Bellevue a winner at home over Whatcom 100-82. And NWAC South, Clackamas 70, Lynn Benton 61. And the Bellevue-Watkin game, with that being a Northern Division matchup, 4 players in double figures for Whatcom. Top scorer, Mark Howard for 25 points. Trayvon Richmond, one of 4 Bellevue players to get in double figures, led all players in scoring with 29 points. And the first of 2 free throws for Marquise Gursky, up and in. He's 3 for 3 for the free throw line. Here's the second free throw. Off iron to the left. Rebound, Skagit Valley and Isaacson. Williams. Iglesia across court. Knifes it up. High floater up for Willie Thomas, and Thomas is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. On the push, that's Malik Moore. First personal on the 6'6 sophomore out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Teams 5th, both teams with 5 team fouls. Willie Thomas to the stripe. 2 shots. 8:25 to go here in the first half. 24-12. Skagit Valley. First of 2 free throws up and in. Here's the second one. Long and off to the left. Ball last touched by Daniel Santana for the Cardinals. PC basketball. Harris Williams inbounds for Everett Torres Calapea, back in the game now for Peninsula College. On a left-handed dribble, covered on the man-to-man by Iglesia. Dumps it off to Harris Williams, out onto the right wing. Wants to knife inside, scoop layup and in. Avian Harris Williams out of Clover Park, Lakewood. 25-14. 8 minutes to go here in the first half here at the Dave Duval Pavilion in Mount Vernon. Skagit County. 30 miles north of Everett. Iglesia on the perimeter from the free throw line. Outlet corner kick. Out to the wing. Williams with 4. Floats one. Got it off the window. Marquand Williams. He's the first to double figures with 10. 27-14 with 7.5 minutes remaining. Here's Jalen Reed for PC. Out right wing. Lay it, rolls up the heel. The iron offensive putback up short by Malik Moore. Reed on the recovery. Puts one up and a blocking foul on the Cardinals. That'll be the team's 6th. Willie Thomas called for the personal foul. His first. Free throws coming up for Jalen Reed. Flossing his old school colors when he came to the building out of Lodi, California, 6'5" freshman guard. First free throws up and in. Skagit is led from the wire. The opening jump. 7:17 to go here in the first half. Second free throw on the way for Jalen Reed. Is good. Cardinals with 11-point lead at 27-16. Here comes SVC. Quick push out to the right wing. Santana, delay, float, off window, down the hatch. Daniel Santana on the tally. 29-16. Harassed on a double team. Harris Williams, open feed, down low. 2-hand pack for Newark Gatluak out of Salt Lake City. Kate Isaacson will be looking to check in for Skagit Valley on the next dead ball. 29-18. Forecourt, Marquand Williams will set up shop on the right wing. Playing a 3-2 matchup zone defensively. High scoop up and in. Marquand Williams now for a dozen. Oh, that was pretty. Forecourt, Harris Williams drives up, tries to go on the reverse lay. Ball loose, knocked away. Here's Skagit Valley on the push. Iglesias switches right, up left. Ball is loose underneath, recovered by Jalen Reed. On the far sideline, outlet corner, kick 3. Harris Williams, right on the run in and out. Put back up and in. Keandre Hunter Holiday on the basket. 31-20. Inside of 6 minutes, 5:40 remain here in the first half. Marquand Williams rolls off the pick delivered by Thomas. Iglesia drives baseline, up and in. Anthony Iglesia on the scoreboard, and we got a timeout on the floor. And head coach Carl Howe talking with one of the officials. Stoppage of play, 5:30 to go here in the first half. 33-20. Skagit Valley College Drama Department presenting the Coconuts. Music and lyrics by Irving Berlin, from the book by George S. Kaufman, being performed at the Phil Terrell Theater on the Mount Vernon campus of Skagit Valley College, now through February 9th, featuring performers as the Marx Brothers, Zeppo, Groucho, Chico, and Harpo. The Coconuts. For more details, log on to brownpapertickets.com. That's brownpapertickets.com in the Phil Terrell Theater. Going on now through February 9th, and there's 2 matinee shows. Sunday, February 2nd, tomorrow afternoon, and February 9th. Other show times, the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, the 7:30 showtime. Back to play now, 5:18 to go here in the first half. Long shot, Hunter Holiday goes too long from 3. Gatluak. Ball recovered by A.J. Chappelle. Up to the front end. Isaacson, right corner. Santana, tres puntos. The 6'2 freshman guard out of Wilson High School, Tacoma. Daniel Santana now for 5. 36-20. 4:54 to go. On the up, low post right by Gatluak, and is fouled. Contact foul on the arm in the act of shooting. That foul will be called on Skagit Valley's Marquand Williams. First personal. And the 3rd team foul. Make that the 7th team foul. They finally got it right. First, the 2 free throws by Onur Gatluak, 6'6 freshman forward out of Horizonte High School in Salt Lake City. Second free throw for the left-hander. Rings right to left. Rebound for Daniel Santana. Marquand Williams puts the left fist up to set the play. Matching up on the man-to-man defensively is Jalen Reed. Williams up top. 15 to shoot for Skagit Valley. A.J. Chappelle for 3 off the left wing. Rattles in and out. Davian Harris Williams over the Skagit logo. Needs help in an offensive foul. Called away from the basketball. Moving screen. And that's on Onur Gatluak. First personal, 6-team foul. Turnover number 6 on the Pirates. Peninsula coming into this game, 4 wins, 2 losses in NWAC North, 14-4 overall. Out of bounds. Out of bounds, Skagit ball. Daniel Santana to do the honors. Bounce pass on the inside, step inside from the paint, shot is up and a blocking foul, fouled in the act, he got a bump. Isaacson got a bump, will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots.
Foul Peninsula number 35, DeAndre Hunter Holiday.
DeAndre Hunter Holiday picks up his second personal foul, team 7th, putting Skagit Valley into the bonus. Cade Isaacson fouled in the act of shooting 2 shots, here's the first free throw. Great rotation up and in. 6'5" sophomore guard out of Cedro Woolley. Got a chance to talk with him on the ferry ride from Olympic last Wednesday night. Isaacson knocks down the second free throw. Skagit Valley right now on a 7-0 run. 38-20, little over 4 minutes. And stepping out of bounds, mishandling the dribble, out of bounds. And the fans are active right now. 7th turnover on Peninsula. Isaacson to inbound right in front of the scorer's table on the north sideline. Marquel Williams in the backcourt will take it over the timeline, over the SVC Cardinal logo head. Williams, right wing. Isaacson in down low. Willie Thomas. Give the time to Isaacson. Willie Thomas for 6. 40-20. Skagit's got Peninsula doubled up. Jalen Reed, outlet kick. Despain fires 3. It's true, and Despain is on the scoreboard. The 5'10 freshman guard out of Squim, home of the Wolves.
Clock warning issued on Skagit Valley number 3, A.J. Chappelle.
A clock warning called on A.J. Chappelle for Skagit Valley. That score, that breaks. That breaks the Skagit Valley 9-0 run. 3:22. Santana, high post right, dumps it off back, but going between the wickets. It's Williams. He'll step back mid-paint, high off glass. Contact foul. In the act, 2 shots on the way. I don't think we have a number 12 on the roster.
It's number 3, Davian Harris Williams.
It's on Davian Harris Williams. Harris Williams picks up his second. Team's 8. First of 2 free throws for Williams is up and in. Here's the second free throw by Williams off the mark. Long shot outside 3. Got it. Harris Williams. 2:58 remaining here in the first half. Should be 41-26. Paul Scriven in down low. He got bumped up underneath by Jalen Reed, who will pick up his first personal. That will be the team's 9th.
Points to number 0, Jalen Reed. It's his first and the team's 9th.
Hall Scriven, DeMarcus Hall Scriven out of Anchorage, Alaska. 7 points already, playing off the bench. First free throw, zip and in. Second free throw on the way for DeMarcus, up and in. Hall Scriven. And Peninsula loses it out of bounds. Turnover number 8. Skagit Valley right now shooting from the field at 44%. Peninsula at 29%. So as we have a conference call on the bench, Skagit's 5 of 11 from the land of plenty at 45.5%. 7 of 11 from the free throw line, 63.6%. We'll get Peninsula's numbers on their next trip to the floor. Down the floor, that is. Here's Chappelle at the top of the arc. Behind the back, open high, lay, roll up and in. A.J. Chappelle, 5'9", sophomore point guard. 45-26. Ball stolen away by Chappelle. That's the 9th turnover. Iglesia on the up fake, dumps it up. Isaacson on the left wing, Spinorama in down low. Willie Thomas on the low post, shot up and short, gets his own rebound, put back up, too strong. Loose ball recovered by Peninsula College. Gursky, right wing, feed in down low, bounce it around the 10 twice. It drops for Marquise Gursky.
Timeout Peninsula.
Timeout Peninsula College. 2:03 remaining here in the first half. Skagit Valley 45. Peninsula College 28. Skagit Valley with 2 turnovers. Peninsula has 9 points off of turnovers. Skagit 9. Peninsula 2. Peninsula's out rebounding the Cardinals at this stage of the ball game, 20-15. The breakdown, 4 offensive, 11 defensive for 15 for Skagit. 6 offensive, 14 defensive for 20. Cardinals with 6 assists. Peninsula with 2. Bench points, Skagit 14. Peninsula 12. Second chance points, Peninsula 6, Skagit 2. All even the points in the paint at 16 apiece. Long shot outside, 3 on the way. Just short by Caleb Shelton. There's Nate Despain with it for Peninsula College. Harris Williams in the low post left. Throws a shot up, well short. Scrabble for the basketball. Recovered by Malik Moore. Backed off by Torres Calafea. Harris Williams. Switches right, goes left on the wing. Needs help, wants to step back, faces a double team. Long pass, cross court, Gursky in the paint. Shot is up and good for Marquise Gursky. Now for 7. 1 minute, 14 seconds left here in the first half. Cardinals up by a nickel and a dime at 15. Here's Hall Scriven, pass in the right corner. Shelton works his way to the free throw line, back to Chappelle. Dumps it off back. Work the perimeter on the flat. Now he'll work forward. Free throw line. Long pass out to the far corner. Shelton drives baseline. Shot up and short. Up underneath. Fighting for position. Trying to get the rock away. Up fake by Iglesia. Knifes in through 2 defenders. Ball stolen away by Marquise Gursky. 3rd turnover. Skagit Valley. And the drive for Everett Torres Calafea. 45-32 shot clock, game clock differential, 7 seconds. 20 in the shot right now. Hall Scriven, right wing, contact foul on Davian Harris Williams. He'll pick up his 3rd personal. Team's 10th, and Skagit will shoot doubles for the remainder of the first half. Over the limit, double bonus. For Skagit Valley, DeMarcus Hall Scriven to the stripe, 2 shots. Here's the first one from the right hand. Up and in. Hall Scriven now into double figures with 10 points. 46-32. And it goes. 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 11 points. 47-32, shot clock dead. 17 seconds remain. Nate Despain, cover on the man by Anthony Iglesia. On the left-handed dribble, he'll work his way out to the left corner, out to the baseline. Needs help, back on the left wing to Moore. Nice inside with 4. And a pushing foul called on Skagit Valley.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 34, Daniel Sharp.
Fouls with Daniel Sharp, 2nd personal, team's 8. Malik Moore, 6'6" sophomore forward out of Word of Life Christian High School, Las Vegas, Nevada. Front iron back blasted in on the front end of 1-1. Made the first, now he's got 1 more. Second free throw, more of the same. Malik Moore now for 2 points, 47-34. That is the horn. That will sound the end of the first half. Teams will work their way to the locker room, and we will take the extended timeout as well. Numbers, figures, stats, and facts after the first 20 minutes of play. Our score for the Dave Duval Pavilion on the campus of Skagit Valley College here in Mount Vernon. NWAC Northern Division basketball. Skagit Valley 47. Peninsula 34. We take timeout. This is NWAC College basketball on Sound Sportsnet and on the dual cast tonight on YouTube. Back with more from the Valley after we take timeout.
People are always talking about the stock market, always looking to invest in a good opportunity, something with the potential to grow. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock where you invest to make money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for everybody. I could be the first college graduate in my family, the first district attorney from my neighborhood. And if I'm the first, then maybe there will be a second and a third. This can really be the start of something. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. I help people solve difficult and trying personal problems every day on my TV show, but there's one problem that's just got me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. That's 1 in 5 kids who may not know where their next meal is coming from, despite the fact that there's more than enough healthy, nutritious food out there to feed them all. Now, I don't know about you, but that is unacceptable to me. Luckily, the Feeding America network of good people is out there collecting surplus food and giving hope to hungry children and their families at local food banks all across the country. But let's face it, they can't do it without your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent, 1 in 260,000. The odds of him having 15 career NASCAR victories, 1 in 1.7 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, game show host, father of 5, and all-around big dude. I'm also an expert on drama. I know all kinds of drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids. There's the bad kind, like season-ending injuries. There's the necessary kind, like having an agent in Hollywood. And there's silly drama, like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your high school diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org.
Or text diploma to 97779. Message and data rates may apply. Reply STOP to opt out. That's diploma to 97779. And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Halftime fun and festivities here at the Dave Duvall Pavilion. We are at halftime in this NWAC Northern Division men's basketball game. Skagit Valley leading the Peninsula College Pirates by a score of 47-34. John Jensen, glad to have you with us. Local, live, and worldwide on the North Sounds online sports source, Sound Sports Net, high school, college, sports, and more. A lot of great things we are looking forward to in 2020. Sound Sports Net, we started back in 2012, and we've been associated with many great folks over the years across the state. And we got our start in Whidbey Island, covered Northwest Washington, up from Whatcom County, all the way down to Olympia. Olympia, Lacey, Shelton, Tumwater, up the Kitsap Peninsula. And coverage of state high school sports and NWAC forthcoming. We also covered youth football this year. For the first time in a very long time, and the response was really good. So we look forward to, as mentioned, we look forward to doing great things, incorporating video as well. You can also connect with us on social media. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, all with the same handle, Sound Sportsnet. And if you're catching this on the audio cast, you need to move along over to YouTube.com. Search Skagit Athletics. Click subscribe, and then the notification bell. Do the same thing for Sound Sportsnet. And you can get a chance to see some of our previous work, and we look forward to doing great things in 2020. Before we get to the individual statistics of this ball game, let's get a look at what transpired across the NWAC. We'll break everything down. There were 10 games played today in men's basketball. Northern Division, Bellevue, a winner at home over Whatcom CC, 100-82. Bellevue had 4 players in double figures, leading all scorers. Trayvon Richmond with 29 points on 27 minutes of the floor. He went 11 of 17 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. 4 players in double figures for Whatcom. Top scorer for the Orcas, Mark Howard, for 25 points. In NWAC South this afternoon, Clackamas, a winner at home in Oregon City over the Lynn Benton Roadrunners, 70-61. Clackamas had 2 players in double figures, tied for the team high with 16 points. Robert Four and Clay Sullivan. For the Lynn Benton Roadrunners, 3 players in double figures, leading all scorers, Kadeem Nelson for 20 points in the loss. And NWAC South in Vancouver, USA, the Umpqua Riverhawks continue their dominance in Southern Division play, going on the road all the way up to Vancouver, USA, defeating Clark 86-71. 3 players in double figures for Umpqua. Leading the team was Aoki Ute with 24 points. Leading all scorers for Clark in the loss, Ethan Smith for 26. And for Akoy Ute, recording 16 rebounds, so Ute gets a double-double for the Umpqua Riverhawks. Portland traveled down to Lane Community College, defeating the Titans 85-82. Portland, top scorer, Daniel Hornbuckle at 23 points, Travion Weiss for 22. For Lane, 4 players in double figures leading the team in scoring. Ty Horner for 24, Rodney Houndshell for 22. In the loss for Lane. Also in NWAC South, Southwest Oregon squeaks by in Coos Bay over the Mount Hood Saints of Gresham, 91-88. And for SWO, 4 players in double figures. Top scorer for the Lakers, Mac Tarver Jr., 29 points. Pretty decent line. 32 minutes on the floor, 9 of 17 from the field, 6 of 10 from the arc, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Top scorer for Mount Hood in the loss, Leonard Dixon for 24 points. In NWAC East, Blue Mountain, the Timberwolves of Pendleton, Oregon, a winner at home over Columbia Basin College of Pasco, 80-65. And for Blue Mountain CC, 5 players in double figures. Top scorer was Wes Persinger off the bench for 18 points. Also off the bench, Chris Butcher for 17 in the win. For the CBC Hawks of Pasco, 4 players in double figures leading the team in scoring. Denzel Brantley for 17. NWAC East, CCS, Spokane, Bigfoot, the Sasquatch, a winner at home over the running Vikings of Big Bend at CC, 84-70. For Spokane, 3 players in double figures. Garrett White for 23 points. Jerron Williams, 21 off the bench. Top scorer for Big Bend was Landon Harrington for 14. NWAC East, North Idaho continues to roll in Coeur d'Alene. A big win at home over Treasure Valley, 110-63 in the blowout at CDA. 6 players in double figures for North Idaho College. Christian Guest for 22, Joey Nakarada for 21. For Treasure Valley, top scorer Devon Williams for 14. Also in NWAC East, Walla Walla, the Warriors win at home over the Axe of Yakima Valley, 90-76. Walla Walla with 3 players in double figures, leading all scorers. Jander Klein, 28 points, including 12 of 15 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 14 points. Jander Klein gets a double-double for Walla Walla. Keon Gill with 22 points, Chris Murphy for 21. High scorers for Yakima Valley in the loss. And in this contest, Skagit Valley 47, Peninsula 34. Through the numbers we go. Team numbers, Skagit Valley from the field, 16 of 40, 40%, 5 of 12 from the land of plenty, 41.7% for the free throw line, 10 of 13, 76.9% for Peninsula College, 12 of 5 from the field, 34.3% for the free throw line, 2 of 7, 28.6%. 2 of 7 from beyond the arc at 28.6%. 8 of 12 from the free throw line at 66.7%. 9 turnovers for Peninsula. Skagit with 3 points off the turnovers. Skagit Valley 9 points. Peninsula with 2 total rebounds. Peninsula 23, Skagit Valley 16. Cardinals have 6 assists to the Pirates 2. 6 steals for the Cardinals, 3 for the Pirates. Bench points, all even at 16. Second chance points. Peninsula 8, Skagit 2 points in the paint. Peninsula 20, Skagit 16. And individually to the numbers we go. For Peninsula College, 7 points apiece for Davian Harris-Williams and Marcus Gursky. 4 apiece for Everett Torres Calafea and Onur Gatlowak and Hunter Holiday. 3 points for Nate Despain. 2 points each for Jalen Reed and Malik Moore. 1 point for Andrew Thomas. And on the drive, count the bucket for Daniel Santana. He'll go to the line for the three-point play. Malik Moore picks up his second personal foul. Shot for the three-point play is good. Davian Harris-Williams on that bucket for Peninsula College. And it's 50-36. Harris-Williams, long cross-court pass. Hunter Holiday up straight. Trey, bang, right there for Jalen Reed. Now for 5. 50-39. Santana on the left wing for Kate Isaacson. Top of the arc for Thomas. Back out. Williams in town, low post right. Needing help, Isaacson. Step back, 8-footer, short on the iron. Rebound by Jalen Reed for the Pirates. Ball intercepted and a foul. On Keandre Hunter Holiday, third personal. And the second team foul. Marquand Williams gives up this Iglesia. Quick touch up by Isaacson. Back between the rings to Daniel Santana. They'll pass out to the right wing. Iglesia thinks about driving. Bounce pass. Isaacson up top to Santana. Long cross-court pass to Williams with 10 to shoot for SVC. Here's the right-handed dribble. Wants to drive the right side of the lane. High floating hook off the window, down the hatch. Marquand Williams now for 15. 52-39. Out of bounds, Peninsula ball. Needing help to inbounds on the left-hand side of the window. Long pass outside, 3, pure for Jalen Reed. His second 3, just getting into it, not 2 minutes in. 52-42. Willie Thomas drives the right side of the lane, down low. Reverse lay up and in. Daniel Santana now has 9. 54-42. Cardinals up by 12. 17:40 remaining here in regulation time. Long fling, long 3. Harris-Williams brings it off the right side of the basket. Offensive put back up and in for Keandre Hunter Holiday. 6'4" freshman forward out of Battleground, home of the Tigers of the Greater St. Helens League. 54-44, Skagit Valley. Williams, Isaacson on the drive. Willie Thomas count the bucket. Give him the hoop, the hum, and the foul. Davian Harris-Williams
And the team's third.
picks up
Correction, his third.
his third personal foul. Willie Thomas at the free throw line. For the three-point play off the back of the iron. Malik Moore. Now back to Reed. Pass to the forecourt to Hunter Holiday. Matched up on the man with Isaacson. Feet in now, low post, left reverse lay. Over the 10 it goes. Ball tethered around, recovered by Marquand Williams for Skagit Valley. Slow it down, sets it up over the timeline. He'll work it out right wing. Passes to the right corner. Isaacson fires three, and he's fouled beyond the arc. He'll have to earn three the hard way. Contact fell on the hand. Holiday will pick up, Hunter Holiday will pick up his fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul. Cade Isaacson, 6'5", sophomore guard as Cedro Woolley. First free throw, springs it off the backside left. Second free throw. So Isaacson is 3 for 4 from the stripe tonight. 6 points. Third and final for the right-hander. That springs off the back of the iron. Rebound for Davian Harris-Williams. Spain on the left-handed dribble. Almost picked off by Iglesia. Able to get the pass off to Gursky on the left wing. Harassed from the front and backside. Pass out to the left corner. Long three on the way. Got it. Nate Despain, his second three of the ball game. And for the first time in a long time, Peninsula is within single digits now at 9. It's 57-47. Okay, here we go. 57-47, 10-point lead for Skagit Valley. Iglesia on the push-up. Ball up underneath Despain. Feed in, throws it away. 10th turnover on Peninsula. Skagit Valley team points up to the minute. Marquand Williams with 15. DeMarcus Hall-Scriven off the bench for 11. Daniel Santana for 10. Willie Thomas III has 8. Isaacson with 6. Caleb Shelton with 3. Anthony Iglesia with 2. Jay Chappelle for 2. 16 minutes and change remaining here in the second half. 57-47 SVC. Marquand Williams on the left angle. Tries to go across corner pass. Saved by Chappelle. Touched up by Thomas. Outlet. Williams 3. Over the 10 it goes. Reverse lay by Chappelle. Bounces on the 10 and a push. Pushing foul will be called on Willie Thomas.
Skagit Valley, number 0.
Second
Thomas.
personal.
Second and the team's first.
And the first team foul for SVC. And new in the game for Skagit Valley, Alex Dutrenoy, 6'2" freshman guard out of Paris, France. What an impact that he has made off the bench in recent games. A midseason addition to this Cardinal squad. Long shot, left wing 3 on the angle for Davian Harris-Williams. Williams has 10. It's 57-50. Pretty decent capacity crowd here. Room for plenty more. You need to make your way over here to the Dave Duval Pavilion. Pass out to the left angle, high off the glass by Willie Thomas. Way too strong. Long push, forecourt to Jalen Reed. Shot up, partially deflected, put back up and in from Malik Moore. And right now, Skagit Valley's lead has been trimmed down to a nickel at 5. 57-52 inside of 15 minutes. Marquand Williams. Free throw line extended, 16-footer is good. Marquand Williams now for 15 points, 59-52. 14:35 for regulation time. Peninsula Rockford Court. Gursky in the drive, shot a clean block by Thomas, full of denial. Skagit in transition. Santana off the bucket. Whistle blown, foul underneath. Contact foul on the arm. That's going to be on Gursky. That's his first personal foul. And the team's fifth. We've got immediate timeout at 14:23. Top rebounders for Peninsula College, Jalen Reed along with Malik Moore, each with 6. 5 for Davian Harris-Williams. Foul situation right now. Davian Harris-Williams has 4 personal fouls. So he is the one. Oh, and Keandre Hunter-Holiday also with 4 personal fouls. Skagit Valley not in any foul trouble at all at this point. So Santana missed the first of 2. Second free throw all the way for the right-hander. That one's true. It's good. 60-52. 14-17 remaining in regulation time. Peninsula with the basketball, four-court dribble on the far wing, left-hand side, onto the flat is Gursky. Trying to go for the cross-court pass. It's intercepted, 11th turnover. Williams knifes in, high out the glass, got the bucket! Marquand is having a night, making 19 points for the 5'10 sophomore guard out of Franklin High, Seattle. 62-52, Skagit's lead at the dime, another turnover steal. It's the 12th turnover. Marquand Williams lost the handle, 4th turnover on SVC. 4-on-1 behind the back, lay it up and in, tic-tac-toe for Jalen Reed. Reed now for 10 points. 62-54. Marquand Williams. That's at the near side to Alex Dutrenoy. Touched up by Santana. Back to Chappelle to the top of the arc to Thomas. Kicked it out right wing. Marquand Williams. Between the wickets, keeps on the left-handed dribble. Free throw line extended. 16-footer off the iron right-hand side. Offensive rebound. Holding foul. Dutrenoy getting the rebound. And a holding foul called on Peninsula's Jalen Reed, his second personal foul. Team 6, Skagit only has 1 team foul, so the Cardinals are sitting pretty at this point. Everett Torres Calafea checks back into the game for the Peninsula College Pirates in place of Nate Despain. Iglesias to inbound baseline right-hand side of the window for the Cardinals. Skip past to Dutrenoy, mid-paint right-hand side. Outlet corner kick. Iglesias, 3! 3 puntos! Anthony Iglesias with his first tray of the ball game tonight. 65-54. Cardinals back to a double-digit lead with under 13 minutes left in the ball game. Davian Harris-Williams drives outside the lane and a hand check foul on Skagit Valley. That'll be on Anthony Iglesias. Second personal foul, second team foul.
That's his second and the team second.
Davian Harris-Williams, 6-foot sophomore guard out of Clover Park to inbound. Quick touch up by Moore. Back to Harris-Williams at the top of the arc. Marquise Gursky from Rainier Beach, Seattle. Feed in down low. Clean block. No, they're going to call the foul on Dutrenoy. That looked clean. That ball was pinned. The leather was all there. And the foul was called on the contact. Dutrenoy picks up his first personal foul. Third team. Free throws, 2 of them from Malik Moore. Out of Las Vegas, Nevada, 6'6" sophomore forward. Here's the first of two. Up and in. 3 for 3 for the free throw line from Malik Moore. Second free throw hits short. Rebound for Daniel Sharp back in the game. 6'8" sophomore center from Kamiak High School. Mukilteo, South Everett. A.J. Chappelle onto the right flat. Matched up on the man with Everett Torres Calapea. High drive up the window, and it goes. A.J. Chappelle. Now for 4, 67-55. Reed, whistle blown. Carry violation called on the Pirates. Next week, we start the second half of NWAC Northern Division play. Next Wednesday night, you need to be here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. We'll tell you all about that on the next break. Iglesia in the paint, kicks it out right corner. Dutroy, long shot outside. Iglesia fires three. Short iron on the left-hand side. Rebound from Malik Moore for the Pirates. Torres Calapea. High on the dribble, left to the right, loses the dribble, gets it right back onto the right flat, rolls off the pick, delivered by Moore. And we're going to have a contact foul on the arm. It will be inbounds for Peninsula, 3-4 White. That's Daniel Sharp. He picks up his third personal foul.
That's his third and team's fourth.
Inbounds, baseline, left-hand side of the window for Davian Harris-Williams. Kick ball. Inbound to Reed. He'll fire the three. Hits up short. Ball is loose. Tethered around. Recovered by Duchenoy. Cross-court pass on the near side to Iglesia. He'll set up on the left flat. Matched up on the man-to-man with Everett Torres Calapea. Rolls off the sharp pick. Up to the high post right. Needs help. Back out Duchenoy. Loses, dumps it off back to Iglesia. Straight between the circles. 10 to shoot for SVC. Chappelle. Dump it off back in down low. Shot pulled up off and in. DeMarcus Hall striving. 69-55. 11 minutes left in regulation. David Harris-Williams worked for the Peninsula College Pirates on the left-handed dribble, and a reaching foul called on the Cardinals. That will be on Daniel Sharp. That's his fourth personal foul. He'll check out of the ball game. Back in Willie Thomas. Plenty of rock to be played on the inbounds from Harris-Williams. Ball lost by Peninsula, 14th turnover. And we got a whistle and a foul on the Pirates. That will be a contact foul on Davian Harris-Williams, fourth personal foul. So you have two players for Peninsula in foul trouble, Keandre Hunter-Holiday and now Davian Harris-Williams, each with 4 personal fouls, 17 foul, and DeMarcus Hall-Scriven will go to the free throw line for SVC, 1 and the bonus. First free throw. Springs up the inside, the back iron. Gursky, covered by Duchenoy. Back to Torres Holiday. An offensive foul on Everett Torres Calapea. That will be his first personal foul. And turnovers. That's the 15th turnover on Peninsula College. 10.5 minutes left in the ball game. 69-55 SVC by 14. Top of the arc. Duchenoy to Iglesia. High post right, wants to drive the left side of the lane. Feed in down low. Duchenoy! Alex Duchenoy, magnifique! 71-55. A 16-point lead. Peninsula got it with his As close as 9. Outlet corner. Thomas kick 3. Short on the iron left-hand side. Rebound by Alex Duchenoy. Here comes Skagit Valley with a push. They got even numbers 2-on-2. Outlet on the corner. Iglesia fires 3. Rattle around in and out. Torres Calapea. Perimeter left. Up top. Outlet wing. Shot up. Rattle it home for 16 feet for Marquise Gursky. And timeout Peninsula College. Gursky now with 11. Timeout on the floor, Peninsula College. It is a full timeout. 9:40 remaining here in the second half. Skagit Valley 71. Peninsula College 57. Once again, you don't want to miss out on any of this great junior college basketball action. Skagit Valley hosts Everett. Wednesday night, women tip off at 5 p.m., men tip off at 7 p.m. You want to get here early because there's going to be a lot of folk from Everett coming up the I-5. This place is going to get loud and crazy. And the first matchup the Skagit had down in Everett, it was a really good show. Now we get to the second half of the season. Again, women's game tips off at 5 p.m. Men tip off at 7. We'll be right here. Audio on southsportsnet.com. And you can join us on YouTube. Search Skagit Athletics. Subscribe and click the notification bell. (71-57). Skagit Valley with a 14-point lead. Cardinals with the rock forecourt. Williams has it stripped away by Andrew Thomas. 5th turnover and a whistle, a foul called on the Cardinals. That will be the team's 6th, I believe.
Skagit Valley number 24,
Alex Duchenoy picks up his second personal foul on Duchenoy, 6th team foul. And Peninsula, as we have a stoppage in play, we got moisture on the floor. And after we get that squared away, it'll be tested by the floor crew. And we are back in play. Andrew Thomas to bring in inbound. And the whistle. Shot clock. Reset 30 seconds. Now we'll get back to the play. Andrew Thomas to inbound right below us on the south sideline. Inbound to Malik Moore. Dumped it off back to Thomas. Between the circles, Nate to Spain. Here's Iglesia covering on the man-to-man defensively. Quick touch-up by Harris Williams playing with 4 personal fouls. Give and go in Dallow. Scoop up and in. Number 20, the mystery player who's not on the roster. We hope to get clarification on that before the night is out. Skagit Valley down low. And a foul on Peninsula College. That will be an Andrew Thomas. First personal. Team's 9. It's Ty Artis. First free throw is good for Marquand Williams. Third. Second free throw up and in. Marquand Williams with 20 points. DeMarcus Hall scribing on the takeaway. 16 turnover for Peninsula. Marquand Williams driving in the paint. Dutrenoy, low post left, needs help. Pass intercepted. There's Artis going toe-to-toe, float up and in. So Artis quickly for 4. And that breaks a Skagit Valley 11-0 run. Marquand Williams on the right wing. Bounce pass to Willie Thomas III. Free throw line extended, 16-footer. Got glass a little bit flat. Here's Gursky, 2-on-1. Scoop up in. Marquise Gursky. Gursky with 13. 73-63. Cardinal is now cut the 10. Here's Anthony Iglesias on the right-handed dribble. Skip past Willie Thomas. Needs help. Gets it up back on the outside. The Dutrenoy. Floating it up. Just a little bit shy on the takeaway. 6 turnover. Shot up and a foul called on Willie Thomas. On a pushing foul. Willie Thomas picks up his 3rd personal foul. Officiating crew tonight, Tony Jeremilo, Brian Earlbach, Mike Weissner. First and 2 free throws. Andrew Thomas falls short. Cade Isaacson back in the SVC lineup in place of Alex Dutrenoy. 7:34 left in regulation time. Here's the second free throw, rattled around in and out. Out of bounds. It will be Peninsula basketball. Feed out to the near flat on right to Spain. High post right to Moore. Outlet on the left wing. Gursky fires a long shot off the back of the iron. Loose ball recovered by Marquand Williams. On the far sideline, switch and dribble right to left. Outlet, corner, kick. Isaacson, Williams, feed in down low, stolen away. Turnover number 7 on SVC. Cross-court pass, far side, Gursky in down low to Moore. Up and underneath, got underneath Willie Thomas III. Malik Moore has 7. 73-65. Inside of 7 minutes, 6:50 left in the second half. Iglesias will get it in motion. 15 seconds on the shot clock for SVC. They'll give it up to Marquand Williams, matching up on the man. The man is Andrew Thomas. Rolls off the Thomas pick. Outlet to the corner. Isaacson thinks about driving baseline. Does not. Santana with 3, 2. Got a fire. Shot is up. Hits the flat of the iron. Rebound by Marquise Gursky. To Reed on the dribble drive. Shot up high out the window. Too strong. Willie Thomas on the rebound. Iglesias. High post right. Ball snatched away by Despain. And a foul call.
Timeout Peninsula.
Timeout Peninsula College. 6:08 left here in the second half. Skagit Valley 73, Peninsula 65. Peninsula outscoring Skagit Valley 37-28 here in the second half. Top performers right now. Skagit Valley, Marquand Williams leading all scorers with 21 points. DeMarcus Hall scribing with 13. Daniel Santana for 11 for Peninsula College. Davian Harris Williams for 12. Marquise Gursky with 11. Jalen Reed for 10. Peninsula out-rebounding Skagit Valley 37-25. That is a key stat. That is what's kept the Pirates close. Now the deficit for the Pirates within 8 at 73-65. 6 minutes left of regulation time. Long pass to the corner, far side on the drive. Reed, blocking foul called on Skagit Valley. That'll be on Cade Isaacson, his second personal.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 5, Cade Isaacson. It's his second and team's 8th.
18 fouls for Skagit Valley, 9 for Peninsula at the free throw line. Jalen Reed. 2 shots. First free throw, high arc, front iron, shooter's roll. Got it. 11 points for Jalen Reed, 73-66. 3 dribbles, sets, shoots for Reed, scores. 11 points for, making 12 points for Jalen Reed. 73-67. This is the closest the Pirates have been in a long while. Skagit Rock forecourt. Chappelle recovers the basketball from backcourt after Peninsula touch, and a contact foul will be called on Andrew Thomas. And for Thomas, that will be his second.
Foul Peninsula number 4, Andrew Thomas. That's his second and the team's 10th.
Team's 10th, and for the next 5 minutes and 29 seconds, Skagit Valley gets the shoot doubles the rest of the way. A.J. Chappelle, 5'9", sophomore guard out of Kent Ridge of Kent. 2 free throws, first one up for A.J. Up and in. And that breaks. That breaks the long run for Peninsula College as Chappelle hits the second free throw. 5:18 left in the ball game. 75-67 SVC. Thomas for Peninsula. Dumps it off back to Gursky. Inside the free throw line. 10-footer good. Marquis Gursky. 6'3" sophomore gun out of Rainier Beach. 75-69. 5 minutes left of regulation time. Iglesia. A.J. Chappelle. Dumps it off to the corner to Iglesia. Bounce pass on the baseline. Trying to make the save. He stepped out of bounds. Gursky thought he had that pumpkin pick, but he stepped on the end line, and it will be out of bounds. Skagit Valley will have possession.
Media timeout.
And we've got the media timeout at 4:51 here in the second half. Once again, Skagit Valley's next home game right here at the Davie Ball Pavilion against the Everett Community College Trojans. Women's game will tip off at 5 p.m. Men tip off at 7 o'clock. The Skagit women have won 2 straight. Again, women tip off at 5 p.m., 7 p.m. for the men next Wednesday night. Here at home, they're on College Hill against the Everett CC Trojans. Then the Cardinals will be on the road next 1 week from tonight at Bellevue College. Skagit Valley basketball, forecourt on the left. Far corner, Santana floats one up, reverse shot, up and miss, and a contact foul on the way up. I believe they're going to call that one on Malik Moore. And if that is the case, yes it is. That will be the 3rd personal foul on the 6'6" sophomore forward out of Las Vegas. Skagit Valley to the free throw line as Peninsula is over the limit. Santana, 2 coming up. Here's the first one up and in. 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Daniel Santana has a dozen on the tally. 76-69. Here's the second free throw on the way for Santana. It's up and down. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 13 points. For the 6'2" freshman guard out of Wilson, Tacoma, out of the Proctor district. 77-69. Peninsula basketball up front with Thomas. Gursky in down low. Layup too strong. Short on the left side. Trying to make the save. Give and go. Malik Moore picks up the garbage and puts it home. 77-71. Skagit Valley's lead at 6. 4:13 remaining in regulation time. Slow dribble by A.J. Chappelle. Settles on the right wing. Ball picked up by Gursky. 8th turnover on the Cardinals. Moore on the left wing. He'll give it up to Nate Despain playing with 2 personal fouls. Outlet corner 3. Thomas way off the mark. Gursky free throw line short 13-footer. Here's Moore on the offensive rebound with 18 to shoot. A.J. Chappelle almost picked that rock off. Gursky in down low. Up and in.
Marquise Gursky.
Gursky with 17 points. And Peninsula is dangerously close here. 77-73, Skagit Valley. This is the closest that Peninsula has been to the Cardinals since early in the first half at 9-4. Skagit went out on an early 9-0 run to start the ball game. And Peninsula has slowly got themselves in striking distance. A 2-possession game with 3:25 remaining. 15 on the shot clock for SVC. Iglesia needs help. Willie Thomas, high floater. Up too strong off the iron. Rebound by Jalen Reed. On the far sideline, Nate Despain. And a grab and a foul called on Skagit Valley. They'll be 1-1. Cardinals, A.J. Chappelle picks up his first personal foul, 9th team. Nate Despain with 6 points in the contest, a 5'10 freshman. Clallam County product out of Squim, home of the Wolves of the Olympic League. Despain to shoot 1 and 1, and he hits the front iron. Short. 3 minutes left in regulation time. Skagit Valley 77, Peninsula 73. Marquand Williams with the right-handed dribble rolls off the Willie Thomas pick. Swings it out to Alex Dutrenoy. Free beyond goes angle 3 over the tin. It goes, hits glass. Davian Harris Williams playing with 4 personal fouls now for the Peninsula College Pirates. Faces a double team. He's stuck. He'll get the pass off to Gursky. Wants to drive inside into the paint. Waits. Kicks it back out to Harris Williams. 12 on the shot clock for the Bucks. Jalen Reed up top. In the paint. Drive. Loses his footing. Long push. Forecourt. Iglesia. The lay up and in for Daniel Santana. 8:79-73. Timeout on the floor. Timeout. Skagit Valley, 30-second timeout. (79-73). Cardinals of SVC. If you want to find out what's happening in NWAC athletics, log on to nwacsports.org. That's N as in Nancy, W as in William, A as in Alpha, C as in Charlie. nwacsports.org. And for Skagit Valley College athletics, log on to athletics.skagit.edu. A little over 2 minutes left in regulation time. 79-73, Skagit Valley. Gursky with a basketball and an offensive foul on Marquise Gursky. Willie Thomas was able to draw that offensive foul. Turnover number 17 on Peninsula. And for Marquise Gursky, that's his second personal foul. And a pushing foul called on Marquand Williams. Second personal foul. And both teams are over the limit. There's an offensive foul on top of that, making it the 9th turnover on Skagit Valley. Inbound, stolen away by Willie Thomas. Iglesia will settle for the rest of his mates to get there. DeMarcus Hall-Scriven back to Iglesia on the left flat to Marquand Williams. 1:45 left the regulation time. Skagit Valley 79, Peninsula 73. Dribbles between the wickets. Needs a little bit of help. He'll step back, 12-footer. Hits front off the right side. Rebound Marquise Gursky. $1.50 left in regulation time. Here we go. Davian Harris Williams for Peninsula. Gursky drives inside. Offensive foul! Putting Willie Thomas to the hardwood. He took one for the team. Big time.
That's his third.
And Willie Thomas, he took one for the team. And not in the best of places. But he'll head up to the bench. Daniel Sharp will check in at his place. 79-73, Skagit Valley. 1:18 left in regulation time. Chappelle dumps it off back to Santana. Getting the wheels in motion now. Killing clock. Iglesia rolls off the Sharp pick. 13 on the shot clock. Iglesia between the wickets. Left, right, step in through. Knife it double defend. Two defenders. Whip right through. Anthony Iglesia, the 5'7" freshman point guard from McQuaid Jesuit High School, Rochester, New York. Oh, that was a pretty split between two defenders right up to the cup. Timeout on the floor. Skagit Valley 81, Peninsula 73. 58 seconds left in regulation time. Team foul situation. Both teams are over the limit at 10. Players in foul trouble for Peninsula. Davian Harris Williams with 4. Keandre Hunter Holiday for 4. For Skagit Valley, Daniel Sharp has 4 personal fouls. Peninsula College to inbounds from backcourt. To Spain. Gursky. Ball stolen away by Chappelle. Iglesia to kill clock. Shot clock, game clock differential, a little over 22 seconds. Iglesia matched up on the man-to-man with Nathan Spain. They'll go past cross court to the far flat. To Santana. And Malik Moore will commit the personal foul on the reach. 4th personal foul. Stops the clock with 37 and 5/10 seconds remaining. Daniel Santana to the free throw line for Skagit Valley. 2 shots up coming up. Front iron short on the first one. Santana has 15 points. Second free throw, Santana up and in. Santana is 4 for 6 from the free throw line. 16 points, 82-73. Ball stolen away once again. 19 turnover. Iglesia will be fouled by Nate Despain. Despain picks up his third. And the shot clock, game clock differential is 1.8 seconds. Should be a dead shot clock right now. Here's Iglesia with his first free throw. Rattled around and dropped through. Iglesias' first trip to the free throw line. Now with 8 points, 83-73. 28 and 8 seconds remain. Shot clock is dead. Second free throw's up and down for Iglesia. 84-73. An 11-point lead. Peninsula up on the inside with more. Shot put up, bouncing around the 10, and out it goes. It will be Peninsula basketball. Shot clock dead. 18 and 5 seconds remain. And we have a stoppage in play. As we have a stoppage in play, apparently we have a player that may have bumped him on the schnoz. As we will have a substitution. Gatluak, Onur Gatluak. 6'6" freshman forward out of Horizonte High School, Salt Lake City. The inbounds by Harris Williams. Gatluak into the paint. Shot up off iron. Gursky, foul. 3-4 White. That will be Daniel Sharp. That's his 5th personal foul, is disqualified from further competition. No points on the night for the 6'8" sophomore out of Kamiak. And Willie Thomas will check back into the schedule lineup. Gursky missing his first of 2 free throws. Both teams are over the limit. 13 and 9, 10 seconds left in regulation time. Skagit Valley 84, Peninsula 73. Gursky 4 for 6 in the free throw line tonight. 84-74. Trying to make a save, and a pushing foul called on Peninsula. And a foul is on Davian Harris Williams. That's his 5th personal foul. Disqualified from further competition. Total of 10 points on the night. DeMarcus Hall, Scriven out of Anchorage Christian High School, Anchorage, Alaska. 6'3" freshman. Will go to the stripe for a pair. First one up and in. 85-74, shot clock dead with 11 and 3 seconds remaining. Second free throw down the hatch. Ball stolen, almost stolen away. Stolen by Santana with 4 seconds. With 3, needing help, getting it off. And that's the horn, that's the game. Skagit Valley maintains a clean sheet. Your final score, Skagit Valley 86, Peninsula College 74. Skagit Valley will raise their record now to 7-0 in NWAC Northern Division play, 22-0 overall. For the Peninsula College Pirates, their record will fall to 4 wins, 3 losses in NWAC North, 14-5 overall. We'll take a brief pause for the cause, get a message to you, numbers, figures, stats, and facts as we wrap things up. The first half of the NWAC Northern Division campaign is now complete. Your final from the Dave Duval Pavilion. Skagit Valley College 86. Peninsula College Pirates 74. NWAC postgame comes your way next. This is Sound Sports Net. You're in the game. More after this.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Tonight here at the Dave Duval Pavilion, Skagit Valley College maintains a clean sheet overall. Now 22-0, 7-0 in NWAC Northern Division play as they defeat the Peninsula College Pirates out of Port Angeles. Final score, Skagit Valley College Cardinals 86, Peninsula College Pirates 74. This is NWAC postgame on Sound Sports Net. John Jensen, thank you for taking the time out to join us on the audio cast on Sound Sports Net and the dual cast on YouTube. Don't forget, if you can't make it to the ball game, home games live, go to youtube.com, search Skagit Athletics, click subscribe and the notification button. And on soundsportsnet.com, you can connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all under one handle, Sound Sports Net. No spaces in between, Sound Sports Net. Let's get to the team numbers first of all for the Peninsula College Pirates for the ball game. 48 of 67, 41.8% from beyond the arc. 7 of 16, 43.8% from the free throw line, 11 of 22 for 50%. For Skagit Valley College, their numbers look like this on the evening: 28 of 69, 40.6%. From the land of plenty, 6 of 19, 31.6% from the free throw line, 24 of 33, that's 72.7%. In rebounds tonight, Peninsula College with the advantage over the Cardinals, 43-26 to break down on the bounds. 12 offensive, 31 defensive, 43 total for the Pirates. 7 offensive, 19 defensive, 26 for SVC. The Cardinals had 12 assists to Peninsula's 8, 16 steals to the Pirates' 9, 4 blocks for the Cardinals, 2 for the Bucks. Turnovers, Peninsula College 24, Skagit Valley 9. To the incidentals, the little things that mean a lot. Points in the paints, Peninsula 42, Skagit 36. Points off of turnovers. Skagit Valley had 9 turnovers. Peninsula converted for 13 points. Peninsula had 24 turnovers. Skagit converted for 22. Second chance points, Peninsula 16, Skagit Valley 5. No fast break points. Bench points was key. Peninsula, that's one of the things that kept Peninsula close. Peninsula 30, Skagit Valley 26. No ties, no lead changes. Skagit led wire to wire. Individual statistics look like this for the Peninsula College Pirates. Top scorer for the squad, Marquise Gursky off the bench, 17 points, 12 for Davian Harris Williams, 11 for Jalen Reed, 9 for Malik Moore, 6 each for Nate Despain and Keandre Hunter Holiday, 4 points each for Onur Gatluak, Ty Artis, and Everett Torres Calapea. And to round out the Pirates, scoring 1 point for Andrew Thomas. For Skagit Valley tonight, 3 players in double figures, leading all scorers tonight. Marquand Williams had a very good line. 26 minutes on the floor, 8 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. 21 points for the 5'10 sophomore guard out of Franklin High of Seattle. 16 points for Daniel Santana. 15 for DeMarcus Hall-Scriven off the bench. 9 for Anthony Iglesia. 8 for Willie Thomas. 6 points each for A.J. Chappelle and Cade Isaacson. 3 for Caleb Shelton. 2 for Alex Dutrenoy. There you have it. You are on the ball and up to date. The Redbirds maintain a clean sheet. Now 22-0, ranked number 1 in the Adidas NWAC Coaches Poll. Now 7-0 in NWAC Northern Division play. And we start the second half of action coming up on Wednesday night, right back here at the Dave Duval Pavilion as the SVC Cardinals welcome the Everett CC Trojans. Women's game tips off at 5 p.m., 7 p.m. for the men. You don't want to miss it. In the event that you may, unfortunately, miss it, you can catch the audio cast here on soundsportsnet.com. We open up the audio stream at 4 p.m. for the women's game. That starts at 5, and we do some administrative things at the conclusion of the women's game. We'll get men's pregame and in the action there. You can also catch the dual cast, our audio on SSN, on YouTube with video. Go to youtube.com, search for Skagit Athletics, click subscribe, and the notification bell. You can follow us on Sound Sportsnet. Really easy. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, all with the same handle, Sound Sportsnet, and the links are on the front page and every page on our website. You can also contact us via email directly by clicking the black button with the white etched envelope. It's on the front page and every page of our website, just to the right of the social media link. Sound Sportsnet, the North Sound's online sports source. You're in the game. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm John Jensen, reminding you to be good to you and yours. Be healthy, be happy, and by all means, please, do be safe out there every day and every way. For a final time from the Dave Duval Pavilion here at Skagit Valley College and Mount Vernon in NWAC Northern Division men's basketball play. Your final score, Skagit Valley College Cardinals 86, Peninsula College Pirates 74. The proceeding has been a special presentation of Sound Sportsnet and the Northwest Athletic Conference. Any use, descriptions, depictions, or accounts of this game, whole or in part, without the express written consent of Sound Sportsnet, Skagit Valley College, and the Northwest Athletic Conference. Join us next Wednesday night right here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. Second half of NWAC Northern Division play as Skagit Valley welcomes the Everett Community College Trojans. Till next time, goodbye, good night. So long, sports!